If an employee works more than 5 hours in a day, they're entitled to an uninterrupted 30-minute rest break or meal break. If somebody works more than 5 hours but less than 6 hours, they can waive the meal break. So if they're only scheduled for 6 hours and they work less than 6 hours, they can say, look, I don't want to take a meal break. My recommendation is you have them send you an email, put something in writing so that it's clear that they're the ones who are waiving it. If an employee works more than 10 hours, they're entitled to a second meal break, but they can waive that second meal break. How about rest breaks? How many rest breaks are they entitled to a day? 2. Essentially, you get a 10-minute paid rest break for every 4 hours or major fraction thereof. If you do not afford an employee the opportunity to take the rest or the meal break, you have to pay 1 additional hour at that employee's regular rate of pay. The courts have recently clarified that you don't have to force employees to take that rest break. If you have an employee, you say, okay, it's noon, go take your lunch break, and they say, yeah, you know what, I just want to finish this off, or I'd rather just leave it a little early today. You don't have to fire them for failing to take their rest break. You're still at risk because the employee later is going to claim, oh no, I didn't want to work through my lunch, they made me, I had to do it. And if you do not afford that employee the opportunity to take the break, you are subject to this additional 1-hour penalty. And in every single overtime case that I've handled in the last 5 years, it also has a missed meal and rest break claim. You want to have in your handbook a policy that says you're entitled to a 30-minute rest break if you work more than 5 hours. You're entitled to a 10-minute rest break for every 4 hours. In that wage order that I talked about earlier, it says exactly what breaks they're entitled to. And you can just cut and paste from there and slap that in your handbook and you're good. And you want to be encouraging employees to take rest breaks and meal breaks. Most employees can't sit at their desk for 8 hours straight or even 7 hours straight without a break. You want them to take that break so they can be much more productive. And then from the legal aspect, you really want to be able to document that they've been taking those breaks.